mic is on, I know.
Good evening. Good evening, parents, guardians, teachers, and staff. Welcome to tonight's National Honor Society induction ceremony. My name is Eunho Jung, and I am the president of this year's Wayne Hills chapter of the National Honor Society. I would like to thank Mr. Ruick for joining us here tonight as we celebrate the achievements of our new inductees. Dr. Toback and the Board of Education members also extend their congratulations but could not be here this evening. Before we commence our ceremony, I would like to kindly ask the audience to rise for the singing of our national anthem led by the very talented Wayne Hills Chamber Choir. Just over 2 years ago, these students began their high school careers anxious, excited, and unsure of what the next few years would have in store. They were faced with expectations from their family and friends while simultaneously striving toward their personal aspirations. It is hard to imagine how fast those 2 years have passed and how much these students have achieved in that time. Even when met with the new circumstances of virtual learning the past 2 years, these students did not falter in their strength and perseverance. This evening, hearts are filled with pride, cameras are raised, and family members are gathered to celebrate and honor these exceptional students. And rightfully so, for they deserve praise for all of the effort that went into becoming a member of this prestigious society. Years from now, these inductees will likely forget the sleepless nights they spent studying, the sacrifices they made, and the struggles they faced throughout their high school careers. Yet, they will always keep in mind the sense of accomplishment that comes along with their hard work and perseverance. I am honored to stand before these students whose numerous achievements in leadership, scholarship, character, and service have warranted their induction into the Wayne Hills chapter of the National Honor Society. And now, please help me welcome the newest inductees of tonight as we honor them for their great achievements. please join me in a round of applause as we congratulate tonight's new inductees. And now, we will have a traditional candle lighting ceremony representing the essence of the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. Our first candle is leadership, which will be presented by the treasurer of this chapter, Selene Kim.
Hello, as Anho just introduced, I'm Selene Kim. I'm a current senior and I hold the treasurer position in the National Honor Society. So one of the 4 pillars and qualities we look for in those in the National Honor Society is leadership. As NHS members, we should be able to take initiative and not only lead others, being heads of clubs and holding high positions, but we also must be able to lead ourselves, having a sense of self-discipline and responsibility. One of the leadership experiences that I had the most to learn from is a volunteering opportunity that I've been doing for just about 4 years now, being a teacher's assistant at a Korean school. It is not enough to just know the material, but to be a leader, you have to master the material and have the discipline to lead others to do the same. Teaching at the Korean school, obviously my Korean got better, but more than just skill, I learned that initiative is one of the most valuable qualities a leader can have. Being proactive and taking on new responsibilities, not just doing what's been assigned to you. Through this leadership experience, not only did I get a nifty award, but I learned that being a leader is more than just a task to fill and more than just a position. It's taking on responsibility for those you're leading and yourself. It's taking the initiative to do more than what is expected and what is the bare minimum. And it is being able to connect and communicate with the people around you, because a leader with no community is no leader at all. It does take a special amount of courage in order to be a leader, but I believe that anyone is capable with effort. And the National Honor Society prepares you and teaches you, pushing you to be proactive leaders. Congratulations to all the new NHS inductees.
And now I call upon Darina Yushenko, the chapter's historian, to light the scholarship candle.
Hello, everyone. First, to the inductees, congratulations on your acceptance to the National Honor Society. My name is Darina, and I will be your historian for this year. I am here to talk about one of the 4 pillars of NHS, scholarship, or, as Google likes to define it, noun. 1, an academic study or achievement, learning of a high level. Now, over the past year, learning has probably reached a level none of us want to go through again with distance and hybrid class. But nonetheless, all you students have persisted and reached for academic success, as shown by your hard-earned place in NHS. But what last year has tested, and the upcoming year will test again, is the meaning of scholarship beyond GPA and SAT score. True scholarship, the cultivation of your mind and expansion of your understanding of the world, happens not when your learning is being monitored in a physical classroom setting, but what you do behind the computer screen or beyond formal education. It is being curious about information that surrounds you and being able to learn the past in order to lead the future. That academic achievement that Google sourced is not something you can quantify with numbers. It is subjective to every person, and scholarly student assume academic achievement with curiosity and no expectations for reward. It's personal growth and the quest for knowledge that matters most. And that mindset is not easy to achieve. It takes effort and diligence, and it won't become easy overnight, and even more, it probably won't become easy over 2 nights. It takes time to expand your understanding of the world that surrounds you, but that time is worth it for all of you who have achieved so much already. You guys are the future, so take on the commitment to scholarship with pride and with resilience. And with that, I wish you all the best of luck, and I cannot wait to work with all of you next year.
Jane Hahn, the Secretary of the National Honor Society, will now light the candle that represents service.
Hello, everyone. It's great to see you all here. I see a lot of people who think of service as a chore, something that needs to get done to meet time or credit requirements. But myself being an officer of the NHS, as well as a Girl Scout of 13 years, I believe that service is so much more than that. Service is working together as a team to recognize an issue in the community. Service is planning a realistic project to address that issue effectively. Service is watching your project make a tangible difference as you implement it. And most importantly, service is passion. You have to be passionate about what you're doing because in order to make a difference, you have to commit to your projects and follow through with them. For instance, last summer, the NHS worked together on a car wash event to raise over $1,100 for COVID-19 relief in India. Such passion for service is what the NHS strives for and what you all should strive for as members. But I know I won't have to worry about that, because the fact that you're all sitting here shows that you already have what it takes, a passion for service. Congratulations to all the new inductees, and I can't wait to see the positive differences we make in our community. Thank you.
The fourth and final candle will be lit by Millie Loga, one of our tutoring officers. This last candle represents character.
Hi, my name is Millie Loca, and I'm one of the tutoring officers for this school year. The National Honor Society's pillar of character has always stuck out to me the most. Think about a time when you had to make a decision about somebody, whether it was hiring a babysitter, voting in an election, or choosing friends. Even when credentials are important, human nature leads us to think about a person's character first and their credentials second. When I think about the opportunities I've received in my life, such as my job or my role as president in the Wayne Hills Red Cross, it all started with the connections I made with the people within the organization. My character was recognized and appreciated the most, and my qualifications were looked at after. Although I had met each of the qualifications, it wasn't what stood out to those who decided the outcome. Character is the most important pillar to me because compared to scholarship, service, and leadership, your character is the foundation to all of that. Unfortunately, it's the pillar most overlooked out of all of them when working towards being successful. You could have a perfect GPA, 1,000 hours of service, and a leadership position in every club, but people see right through that. Your character is what sets you apart from everyone else. Each of the individuals chosen for NHS represents unique qualities that go beyond academics, and I congratulate you all for that.
Now, we would like to introduce to you each of our new inductees. Sydney Chesson, one of our credit officers, and Omkar Dekni, our technology coordinator, will present each inductee.
Rachel Abraham. Rachel is involved in the National Art Honor Society, Student Ambassadors, and Red Cross. Rachel plans to study political science in college.
Ezra Oktogan. Ezra is involved in the Empowerment and Leo Club and is enrolled in a youth program by Sky Academy. Ezra plans to study medicine or law in college.
Jared Alexander. Jared is involved in the ski team, tennis team, and is the president of the Wayne Hills DECA. Jared plans to study pre-med in college.
Maher Aladina. Maher is involved in tennis.
Isabella Besora. Isabella is involved in soccer, SDA, and the Leo Club. Isabella plans to study psychology in college.
Ava Bergman. Ava is involved in cheerleading, student council, and gold. Ava plans to study business in college.
Renee Bialuch. Renee is involved in soccer, tennis, and snowboarding. Renee plans to study business and engineering in college.
Leanna Bonpastor. Leanna is involved in Wayne Hills football cheerleading and Wayne Hills competition cheerleading. Leanna plans to study business in college.
Ava Khan. Ava is involved in BBYO and studio dance. Ava plans to study business or finance in college.
Lazel Carlo. Lazel is involved in the marching band. Lazel plans to study communications in college.
Sahil Chatiwala. Sahil is involved in tennis, and Sahil plans to study computer science in college.
Pranav Chintala. Pranav is involved in the Gold Team, Engineering Club, and the Math Club. Pranav plans to study computer science in college.
Madeline Choi. Madeline is involved in synchronized swimming. Madeline plans to study child psychology in college.
Caitlin Cooper. Caitlin is involved in SDA, Ski Club, and the National Art Honor Society. Caitlin plans to study early childhood education or psychology in college.
Valentina Coppola. Valentina is involved in soccer and track. Valentina plans to study nutrition in college.
Erica Cuciti. Erica is involved in the Wayne Hills Girls Bowling Team, Ski Club, and Student Ambassadors. Erica plans to study education in college.
Andrew Dector. Andrew is involved in the marching band and student ambassadors. Andrew plans to study psychology in college.
Lauren Faltas. Lauren is involved in softball, basketball, and is the co-president of the photo club. Lauren plans to study medicine in college.
Daniel Ferguson. Daniel is involved in the SAD Club, yearbook, and snowboarding. Daniel plans to major in engineering with a minor in computer science.
Alex Ferreira. Alex is involved in the cross-country, ski, and volleyball teams at Wayne Hills. Alex plans to study electrical engineering in college.
Ben Friedman. Ben is involved in hockey and baseball.
Deanna Gaber. Deanna is involved in the Wayne Hills tennis team, student ambassadors, and the Empowerment Club.
Audrey Galis. Audrey is involved in fencing and the National Art Honor Society. Audrey plans to study engineering in college.
Ava Galzin. Ava is involved in the Leo Club and Random Acts of Kindness Club. Ava plans to study business in college.
Maddie Galasi. Maddie is involved in student council, Patriot Press, and track. Maddie plans to study law or nursing in college.
Ava Gallo. Ava works at Nothing Bundt Cakes. Ava plans to study business in college.
Matthew Garrity. Matthew is involved in football and he plans to study kinesiology in college.
Nadir Ghani. Nadir is involved in track, Model UN, and engineering club. Nadir plans to study computer science or engineering in college.
Adriana Gallinella. Adriana is involved in Wayne Hills girls soccer, student ambassadors, and the Stars Club.
Jonathan Goldberg. Jonathan is involved in basketball and volleyball. Jonathan plans to study business in college.
Noah Golden. Noah is involved in the ski team, tennis team, and Beyond Birth Youth organization. Noah plans to study marketing management in college.
Daniel Gauze. Daniel is involved in robotics. Daniel plans to study computer science in college.
Jordan Green. Jordan is involved in SDA, the Empowerment Club, and the Asian Affinity Club. Jordan plans to study psychology in college.
Hannah Haidu. Hannah is involved in softball, is the president of the Empowerment Club, and treasurer of the Debate Club. Hannah plans to study corporate law in college.
Stavros Hatzianakis. Stavros is involved with lacrosse, and he plans to study business in college.
Amy Hecht. Amy acts and plays in musicals and is involved in the marching band and improv club.
Daniela Herrera. Daniela is involved in the National Art Honor Society and volunteers at Laurelwood Arboretum. Daniela plans to study architecture and urban planning in college.
Riley Hiller. Riley is involved in football cheer, the ski team, and SDA. Riley plans to study business in college.
Samantha Hoff. Samantha is involved in SDA and lacrosse. Samantha plans to study business in college.
Irene Huang. Irene is involved in tennis and piano. Irene plans to study pre-med in college.
Carly Imparto. Carly is involved in the National Art Honor Society, student ambassadors, and football cheerleading. Carly plans to study fine arts in college.
Juliana Jaffe. Juliana is involved in football and competition cheerleading and is a teacher assistant at the Apple Montessori School. Juliana plans to study exercise science in college.
Siddhi Zadov. Siddhi is involved in taekwondo and fencing. Siddhi plans to study engineering in college.
Julie Jenkins. Julie is involved in the Leo Club, FBLA, and DECA.
Becky Jenkins. Becky is involved in Friends at Home, Friendship Circle, and FBLA.
Ria Katru. Ria is a part of the March for Our Life NJ State team in the Patriot Press. Ria plans to study media and communications in college.
Kalyani Kormakar. Kalyani is involved in the marching band, winter guard, and Asian Affinity Club. Kalyani plans to study pre-med in college.
Jody Kim. Jody is involved in SDA and track. Jody plans to study elementary education in college.
Sophia Kim. Sophia is involved in tennis, Model UN, and the French Club.
Austin Knapp. Austin is involved in cross-country, track, and lacrosse. Austin plans to study management information systems in college.
Harmon Coley. Harmon is involved in track and field, debate, and the Empowerment Club. Harmon plans to study law in college.
Anna Colm. Anna is involved in the Empowerment Club and the Leo Club. Anna plans to study pre-med in college.
Luke Kornhaber. Luke is involved in the Leo Club, Wayne Hills, and the tennis team. Ramsey Kubovsik. Ramsey is involved in football, golf, and student council. He plans to study medicine in college.
Lola LaCourte. Lola is involved in field hockey and photo club. She plans to study veterinary medicine in college.
Olivia Lamb. Olivia is involved in cross country, track and field, and Asian Affinity Club. She plans to study business in college.
Gina Lee. Gina is involved in cross country and piano. She plans to study accounting in college.
Skylar Levitt. Skylar is involved in soccer, lacrosse, and FBLA. She plans to study business in college.
Sydney Levitt. Sydney is involved in field hockey and lacrosse. She plans to study business in college.
Megan Lewis. Megan is involved in National Art Honor Society, Leo Club, and Red Cross. She plans to study nursing in college.
Harris Lapuma. Harris is involved in student council, lacrosse, and student ambassadors. He plans to study business in college.
Daniela Mangibin. Daniela is involved in Wayne Hills Girls Fencing, French Honor Society, and student ambassadors. She plans to study biomedical engineering or bioinformatics in college.
Sahil Mehta. Sahil is involved in Malayuan, fencing, and computer club. He plans to study math or pre-law in college.
Alexandra Minardi. Alexandra works at Ply Bowls and is involved in dance and SDA. Alexandra plans to study finance in college.
Gabriella Molinaro. Gabriella is involved in SDA. She plans to study engineering in college.
Mano Nagaragan. Mano is involved in boys soccer and boys volleyball. He plans to study computer science in college.
Emily Nolan. Emily is involved in gymnastics, coaching, and Leo Club. She plans to study business or finance in college.
Michael Abode. Michael is involved in basketball, Spanish Honor Society, and the Empowerment Club. Michael plans to study exercise science in college.
Nicholas Pupley. Nicholas is involved in the Boy Scouts of America, fencing, and youth ministry. He plans to study engineering in college.
Ava Pereira. Ava is a varsity football cheerleader, SDA captain, and executive producer of the Lip Dub. She plans to study media production in college.
Frankie Pistolesi Inciardi. Frankie is involved in TV club, theater, and swimming. He plans to study film in college.
Jordan Praisman. Jordan is involved in engineering club, student council, and volleyball. He plans to study computer science in college.
Benjamin Pruzikowski. Benjamin is involved in boys soccer, FBLA, and Leo Club. He plans to study finance in college.
Serena Ramirez. Serena is a competitive dancer, SDA maroon overall, and 2-year captain, as well as a football cheerleader. She plans to study nursing in college.
Jared Ritkus. Jared is involved in soccer, Leo Club, and FBLA. He plans to study physical therapy in college.
Mia Rivera. Mia is a competitive dancer, co-chair for the Relay for Life, and helps with the STARS program. She plans to study education in college.
Wajiha Rizvi. Wajiha is involved in tennis, Red Cross, and debate. She plans to study neuroscience in college.
Rachel Rodas. Rachel is involved in student ambassadors, a volleyball coach, and is board of BBYO chapter. She plans to study business or psychology in college.
Dominic Rojek. Dominic is involved in boys soccer, student ambassadors, and NHS. His college major is undecided.
Monishwar Sampath. Monishwar is involved in computer science and chess club. He plans to study computer science or finance in college. Daphne Sachiolu. Daphne is involved in tennis club, Leo club, and Model UN. Her college major is undecided. Sabrine Sarwar. Sabrine is the co-founder and co-president of the Wayne Hills Empowerment Club, treasurer of the National Art Honor Society, and secretary of the National Spanish Honor Society. She plans to study pre-med in college.
Emily Sawyer. Emily is involved in lacrosse, SDA, and student council. She plans to study somewhere in the field of law in college.
Alan Schneiderman. Alan is involved in varsity tennis, piano, and volunteers at nursing homes. He plans to study geophysics or aerospace engineering in college.
Yara Shalbut. Yara is involved in Wayne Hills Empowerment Club, Debate Club, and Narts Dance Ensemble. She plans to study psychology or journalism in college.
Alyssa Sorial. Alyssa is involved in field hockey, lacrosse, and SDA. Her college major is undecided.
Helen Shapansky. Helen volunteers at Polish school on the weekends where she helps the youngest age group of 4 to 5-year-olds. She plans to study computer science in college.
Olivia Tagliaferri. Olivia is involved in field hockey, SDA, and lacrosse. She plans to study nursing in college.
Milena Tybel. Milena is involved in all-star cheerleading, coaching all-star cheerleading, and musical theater. She plans to study physics education in college.
Khan Tistan. Khan is involved in engineering club, robotics club, and math club. He plans to study aerospace engineering and physics in college.
Artem Torubarov. Artem is involved in fencing and Mu Alpha Theta. He plans to study computer science in college.
Alexa Trachtenberg. Alexa is the Wayne Hills volleyball captain, SDA pom captain, and side-out sports captain. She plans to study pre-med in college.
Nicholas Turbovich. Nicholas is involved in football. He plans to study finance or business in college.
Georgios Chatalios. Georgios is involved in Wayne Hills boys varsity soccer, Italian club, and automotive club. He plans to study mechanical engineering in college.
Sienna Verano. Sienna is involved in soccer, track, and Leo club.
Trisha Villas. Trisha swims for 3 swims teams and sings at gigs. She plans to study public relations, political science, or humanities in college.
Nyambura Wamai. Nyambura is involved in Wayne Hills Marching Band and is in the Leo Club. She plans to study psychology in college.
Winnie Wang. Winnie volunteers every Sunday at the Huasha Bergen Chinese School. She plans to study design and business in college.
Lily Weltman. Lily is involved in soccer, basketball, and student ambassadors. She plans to study business and entertainment in college.
Adam Williams. Adam is involved in the Auto Club. Adam plans to study mechanical engineering in college.
Cassandra Witten. Cassandra is involved in gymnastics, Red Cross, and student council. She plans to study nursing in college.
Ariana Wood. Ariana is involved in volleyball and the Empowerment Club. She plans to study something in the field of health sciences and technology in college.
Brielle Wood. Brielle is involved in lifting and volleyball. She plans to study physiology or criminal justice in college.
Now, the new inductees will recite the official pledge to make a promise of commitment and honor to the National Honor Society. May the flame of each candle you hold represent your brilliant futures as members of the National Honor Society.
Inductees, let me be maybe the second to congratulate you. Congratulations for being inducted into Wayne Hills chapter of the National Honor Society. If you could light your candles. So I'm going to repeat the pledge of the National Honor Society. If you could repeat after me. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Again, congratulations.
Congratulations to the newest members of the Wayne Hills National Honor Society. Being inducted tonight is the start of a journey that will lead you down a path of profound success. In doing so, you have set yourself apart from others and have distinguished yourselves as outstanding individuals. We are honored to have you as a part of our society, and we are eager to see how you will grow as young leaders. As Abraham Lincoln once said, the best way to predict your future is to create it. The National Honor Society has taught me invaluable lessons about working with others, managing my time, giving back to the community, and respecting those around me. Although my journey here has not always been easy, I can certainly say that my experiences with the National Honor Society have deeply impacted my life. With time, effort, and motivation, you will be surprised at how much you can truly accomplish in your 4 years at Wayne Hills. It is clear that each of you standing here before me has already taken advantage of many of these opportunities, judging by the strong intellectual and moral backgrounds you possess. However, the journey does not have to end here. Within the next year or two, many of you will embark on your college career. Although you will progress from high school to college and ultimately to your future careers, you will never outgrow the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. Right now, you have an opportunity to complete your time at Wayne Hills with the confidence and satisfaction that you utilized your high school years to their full potential. My hope is that each of you will continue to make a difference in the lives of others and change the world for the better. If you continue to uphold the leadership, scholarship, character, and service pillars of the National Honor Society, there is no limit on the impact you can have on future generations. I wish you all the best of luck in your remaining time at Wayne Hills and in the years that lie ahead. As we conclude tonight's induction ceremony, I would like to thank everyone for attending this wonderful event. Please join us in the commons for some light refreshments. Have a great evening, everybody.